Welcome you all to my blog. In today's class, we are going to learn how to teach composition. Okay, so dear viewers, this class is specially designed for those teacher trainees who have opted for English as the method subject, specifically for B.Ed students. Okay, so in this class, I'm going to tell you how to teach compositions and what are the different ways of teaching compositions and how you can teach compositions in a very meaningful way in schools. Okay, let's begin. So, whenever we just come to know or hear the term composition, what comes to our mind, okay, or what is the meaning of composition? In a very simple term, okay, composition means composing or compiling things together, right? Now, what happened when we observed, okay, what is the thing that the students fear most related to English? And this is about compositions and speaking in English, right? Because for composition is they have to compose or write a paragraph, write essays, write articles, okay, letter writing, all comes under compositions only. Now, according to R.K. Jain, what is the meaning of composition? Composition, whether at the earlier stage, the middle stage or the senior stage, is the internal part of teaching English, okay? So composition is a part and parcel of teaching of English. So you cannot avoid teaching composition when you are teaching English in school. Now, so composition means to compose. Okay, to compose is a verb. So when we compose or compile all things together, it becomes composition. But how to compose? There are some rules. Okay, if we just put some words together without any linking, then it will not become compositions, right? So, means to bring together or to put together. Another meaning of composition is composition means putting together words or sentences in a proper order. As I told you, when we are talking about compositions, we have to keep the words or the sentences in proper sequence or in proper order. Now, what is the objectives of teaching compositions? To use proper word and sentences in an order or sequence. Okay, so if I am writing one sentence just like she is a girl, and the second sentence is the TV is large, there is no linking between first sentence and the second sentence. If I am saying that she is a girl and second one she is really beautiful, then there is a sense or there is a link between both the sentences. To organize the ideas in a sequential manner. Okay, so through compositions we can organize our ideas in proper order, or we can organize in a sequential manner. Sequential means in the proper order. Third objective is to develop the expression power and writing skill. So if you are writing compositions, if you are good in writing, then you can become a script writer, you can write script, you can write stories, you can write novels, you can become writer, you can become journalist. So there are so many career options open when you have developed your interest in writing compositions. Now there are different types of compositions. They are guided or controlled compositions, and second one is free composition. Now first we will see what is guided compositions. Okay, from the term itself we can come to know that guided composition means when students need the guidance of their own teacher or guardian. Okay, pupils are provided related vocabulary, structure, points or questions as a guide to write a piece of compositions. Okay, so dear viewers, when we are teaching them guided compositions, teacher's help is needed, okay, or the assistant of the teacher is compulsory. Why? Because teacher need to give some appropriate vocabulary, the structure of sentences, whether they have to write compositions in the simple present tense or past tense or in future tense. Okay, if you are giving them an imaginary essay, then they have to write in future tense. If you have given them descriptive writing, then they have to write down in present tense as well. Okay, so first thing is that they have to provide some vocabulary structure, and second is it is also called as control composition. So writing is control. Okay, so guided composition is also called as a control compositions because it is controlled by the teacher. and it is useful at the earlier stage of schooling. So when students just start going to school and they start learning, they are writing small paragraphs or 2 or 3 sentences together, then this kind of composition is needed, and this is related to guided compositions. So this is not useful for the later stage or the higher classes. Now, to conduct guided compositions, what are the different activities that a teacher can take in the classroom? First, by providing substitution tables to prepare some sentences with the help of tables. So, substitution table, all English teachers are aware of it. For example, I have given some substitution table. This is my cow, dog, horse. This is a very simple sentence that we can give to UKG boy or class 1 student also. So student can write 3 sentences by using the substitution table. This is my cow, this is my dog, or this is my horse. Now second one is little bit difficult than the first one, because it is having he and she and has and 4 eyes too. So here we have to be very careful while joining words and for making sentences. Okay, so he has 4 legs. Okay, she has 2 ears. Okay, so this kind of sentences are very, very important while teaching composition. Now again, she has 2 horns. So eyes is written here. Purposefully I have given eyes, but there is no meaning. This is only to make students confused, and if they ask question, ma'am, what to do with the eyes, then teacher can come to know that yes, they have developed the basic concept of sentence formation. There is no need to use eyes. Okay, so he has 4 legs, or she has 2 ears, or he has 2 horns. That is enough. Now so by observing by writing these sentences, they can just describe the cow in simple sentences. For example, this is my cow, she has 4 legs, she has 2 ears and eyes, she has 2 horns. Okay, so these are some examples based on guided compositions while describing the cow. Now, by providing points, these are also some other examples for teaching guided compositions. The pupil can be asked to write a piece of compositions with the help of points. So in the first one we have given substitution table. Here we are providing some vocabulary. Okay, so in vocabulary, these are about my school. So what are the things student need to write down? That is name of the school, about the building, about library facility, about laboratory, about classroom, about teacher, about the school garden and the playground. So if they write on just one sentence based on all the vocabularies, then there will be small compositions related to their own school. Next example, that is by providing questions. Guidelines in the form of questions can be provided to write a piece of composition. For example, teacher will ask simple questions. Okay, half an hour at railway station. Maybe teacher has shown a small video on railway station. Okay, and after watching the small video, teacher will ask few questions. As for example, why did you go there? With whom did you go? What did you see at ticket window? What did you show to the ticket collector at the entrance? What happened when the train arrived? What did you see there? How did you return? So this can be based on students' real life example of being at the railway station for half an hour and after coming back. Okay, if it is not possible due to lockdown, that students are not able to go to railway station, then teacher can show a video and teacher can ask this kind of questions also. Okay, so these all are the examples of guided compositions. Now again, some more examples of guided composition is by providing picture. Okay, the composition developed with the help of some picture is called picture composition. So picture should be big enough and teacher should ask questions one by one. The picture should not be very tiny or small one, whether the student are not able to see it properly. So it must be visible. So here I have shown one picture, and based on some picture, some questions are there. Okay, so teacher, who is in the picture? The student will answer, there is a girl with a cat and a lady doctor. Okay, so it is about, inferences. They have to think what the picture is all about. What did the doctor is doing? Doctor is giving medicine for cat. Okay, so we can see medicine in the hand of the doctor. Okay, so teacher, what the girl is doing? Pupil 3, girl is taking care of her cat. Okay, so this way there is a girl with a cat and a lady doctor. Doctor is giving medicine for the cat and the girl is taking care of her cat. See students, so what we have done in the third one, we have shown a picture, and based on the picture teacher asks few questions, and based on the question answer between teacher and student and observation of the picture, teacher asks students to write down sentences. This is called picture composition also. Okay, so these all are the examples of guided compositions. Now we will see what is free composition. Okay, free compositions especially designed for higher classes. Okay, for the upper primary or lower secondary classes. So students are free to use vocabulary, structure, ideas to develop the topic called free compositions, because at the higher stages, specifically at 9, 10, 11, 12, students are free to develop their critical thinking, to generate their own ideas, to give their own opinion, own views. So teachers should not interfere by providing own vocabulary or by telling the structure of the sentences, right? So students are free to use their own vocabulary, to use their own structure, and they can use their own original ideas. Now only the title of the topic should be given, and pupil arrange his own ideas in his own way, to choose his own words, to express his own views. Okay, after sufficient practice of guided composition, pupil may be given short topics like my school, my friend, my country, okay, my hobbies, or my ideas, any kind of thing, or my heroes. Okay, so always remember, free composition cannot be introduced for lower classes. It should be always guided compositions. Once the teacher has observed that students are having the control over their writing, then only free composition should be introduced. Mostly in the senior classes, free composition should be arranged. Okay, now steps of a lesson for free compositions. So here I have given some steps how to take free composition. First thing is that motivation. Students should be motivated by the teacher in the very beginning. Okay, so teacher should develop the atmosphere in the classroom, so the students should be feel free to write. Okay, then the oral discussion. Teacher should discuss the topic with the help of useful and related vocabulary and structure. Teacher can raise some questions to get the answers from students. Okay, after motivating the students, teacher can raise some questions. Teacher can discuss some topic. Teacher can show some pictures. Okay, this is for for the beginning, that is arousing curiosity or arousing interest in the topic. But don't think that this is for only to guide them. This is for the developing their own interest from within. Okay, this is for intrinsic motivation. Then actual writing. After having enough discussion, the students may be encouraged to write a piece of composition on the topic given. Okay, so that the topic should be provided by the teacher. Then the correction. One student will complete their writing, teacher should correct them by checking the vocabulary or by checking the structure. It is expected that the teacher should make the correction of the written composition of the pupils and then discussed in the classroom. Okay, once it is done, then teacher should give a homework, so the student can write it down at home and show it to the teacher. The main purpose of giving the activity to give practice of the pupils. Hence, the pupils should be given a similar topic to write a piece of compositions at their home. Okay, so these are some steps of free compositions, right? So we have discussed what is free compositions and what is guided compositions. There are some important suggestions. While conducting the lessons of free composition, teachers should take care of following points. First thing is that the topic for free composition should be selected within the day-to-day experience of the pupil. Don't give a topic that the student have never experienced. We can give the topic, the book I have written, the book I read recently, or the movie that, okay, my favorite movie, or the topic just like my best friend. or my best teacher. Okay, so any kind of things that or my experience during lockdown. Okay, my life without school. So this kind of topic teacher can given, so that the student can write based on their own experience. Second, the selection of the topic should be interesting to the pupils. Sometimes teacher can take help from the students only. What kind of topic do you like to write down? Okay, so if these topics are suggested from the students, they'll be more interested to write on the particular topic. The topic should be chosen according to the mental level of the pupils. Okay, so the very difficult topic should not be given for the students, so it should be always based on the mental level of the students. And correction of the composition is very important. Teacher should not just give the compositions until and unless teacher correct their written part and tell them about the mistakes they make while writing in the formation of sentences or use of appropriate vocabulary or the structure. Okay, then it is difficult for student to know about their progress, so the correction is very important. Okay, now a lesson on compositions, either guided or free type, should be conducted consciously and systematically. Next, at least one period in the week should be allotted for writing compositions. Now, if students are able to write compositions, they can write any kind of questions that is based on analytical thinking or essay type questions or application based question. Sufficient practice of writing a piece of composition helps to develop the skill of writing. Okay, thank you so much.